Nobody tells you this. If your family relationships broke your heart, I want you to know something. That pain may be the beginning of your awakening. I really thought I was already awakened. I thought awakening looked like leaving an 18-year job that no longer aligned with who I was becoming, healing from infidelity, processing deep emotional trauma, walking through estrangement, becoming a best-selling author, and having people reach out to me wanting to speak on their podcast and speak on their stages. From the outside, it looked like transformation, and in many ways it was. But what I didn't realize at that time was that the deepest awakening of my life hadn't happened yet. That awakening arrived through my family of origin, the relationships that shaped my earliest sense of love, safety, and belonging. Because healing from trauma is one thing. Healing the relational patterns imprinted on your nervous system when you were still developing, that's a whole different layer of healing entirely. I spent so many years doing what I believed was the work. I healed from betrayal. I faced abandonment wounds. I reclaimed my worth after being silenced. I felt strong, emotionally intelligent, grounded, and self-aware. I truly believed I had crossed over into the healed version of me. But when family dynamics resurfaced, I noticed something uncomfortable. I slid back into familiar patterns. I fell back into peacekeeping instead of holding boundaries, over-explaining instead of trusting myself, shrinking emotionally for the sake of harmony. And that's when I had a massive realization. Healing for survival is not the same as healing for sovereignty. I had healed enough to survive my story, but my family of origin was inviting me to heal at a deeper level so I could finally be free. Family of origin relationships hit differently because they are layered with loyalty. They are wrapped in expectation. They carry childhood conditioning and unspoken emotional roles. Family isn't just who you relate to. Is where your emotional wiring began forming. Your nervous system learned what love felt like long before your mind had words to name it. And so when tension shows up in those relationships, it doesn't just hurt, it activates the deepest emotional imprints inside the body. Through my work in hypnotherapy and subconscious healing, I see this over and over again. Our earliest relational experiences quietly shape what love feels like to us, whether it felt safe or something we had to earn. My awakening happened when I finally saw this clearly. Love should not require self-betrayal. Connection should not require silence. And peace should never require sacrificing emotional truth. Most people raised in emotionally complicated family systems learn to overgive so we can be accepted, over-explain to be understood, take responsibilities for emotions that aren't ours. We want to stay small to avoid rocking the boat. We become the caretakers, not receivers. And we grow incredibly strong, but chronically tired because we were taught how to endure relationships, not how to receive nourishment inside them. Awakening doesn't usually look dramatic. It doesn't come with spiritual fireworks or instant peace. More often, it arrives as nervous system exhaustion. It feels like the quiet moment when you whisper, I can't live this way anymore. Awakening is when we stop asking, what is wrong with me? And we start asking ourselves, what kind of love do I actually deserve? That one question changes the trajectory of your life. Healing the family of origin layer taught me the most important lesson of my entire journey. You do not need to chase love. You were meant to receive it. Chasing love looks like explaining instead of holding boundaries, earning approval instead of embodying worth, overperforming emotionally instead of resting as who you already are. Receiving love looks like choosing peace over familiarity, allowing emotionally safe relationships into your life, releasing guilt when you honor your needs. That shift changed everything for me. One of the most liberating truths I discovered was this: my family of origin was my classroom, not my destiny. They taught me emotional discernment. They strengthened my intuition. They revealed the power of boundaries. They didn't decide where my life would end. They prepared me to choose how my life would unfold. Not everyone wakes up from dysfunctional patterns, but I did. And if this message is reaching you, you may be waking up too. If your family story still feels heavy, unresolved, or confused, I want you to hear this. You are not behind. You are most definitely not broken. You are simply awakening. And the fact that you are willing to do this deeper work, the work that goes beyond surface healing, means you are breaking cycles, you are breaking generational trauma. The pain that once confused you may be the very thing waking you up to your worth. Your family pain didn't break you. It is awakening you. If this message spoke to your heart today, drop a heart emoji in the comments so I know you're here with me. And remember, my friends, keep healing into your power. Keep rising into your purpose. You are not alone, and we are rising together. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, my friends.